Now, I don't often bother with foreign news because, quite simply, I don't give a toss. I mean, we got our own problems here, but even if we didn't, I still wouldn't give a shit about Middle Eastern Dust Bowl dwellers or their problems. Which is why I get extra pissed off when I see or hear of our political parasitic class either pandering to it or, as in this case, embarrassing the country, all by acting like they played some big part in foreign bollocks when it seems they did very little to help and have actually been accused of hindering it. Yeah, today's delusions of grandeur are coming from Labour's Bridget Phillipson, who piped up with some bullshit about Labour playing a big role in Middle Eastern peace deals.
The Prime Minister's presence in Egypt tomorrow demonstrates the key role that we have played in moving towards the peace settlement that's now in place.
Despite the media literally admitting through gritted teeth that this is Donald Trump's peace deal, which has now forced US ambassadors to come out absolutely shitting on Labour for talking total
bollocks.
And this is what pisses me off, because as if it's not bad enough that Labour are destroying this country and doing it all so they can bring in demented shit like digital IDs that no one wants, they're also embarrassing themselves and the country on the world stage by trying to take credit for something these clowns likely heard about as we did from the bloody news. Shit, Sky News actually called her out on this tripe because even they can't hide it, I guess.
We have played a key role behind the scenes in shaping this. It's right that we do so because it's in all of our interest, including our own national interest, that we move to a lasting peace in the region.
Well, when you say behind the scenes, like what? I mean, it seems to everybody else in the world that this has been done by Trump and the Israelis and Hamas. What part did we play?
These are complex matters of diplomacy that we are involved in, but we do welcome and recognise the critical role that the American government played in moving us to this point. What matters now, of course, is how we move beyond this immediate end to the war, moving towards that lasting peace that we all want to see. And that is why we've recognised a Palestinian state, but why alongside that, we're committed to making sure that a safe and secure Israel endures.
The reason I ask this is because, as you say, we recognise a Palestinian state. Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State, said that actually made it more difficult to land the deal. What's really going on here? I mean, the Americans say we made it more difficult. You're saying that we played this key part. What's true?
Well, we believed as a government that it was the right thing to do to recognise the Palestinian state because of the way in which the conflict had developed over the last 2 years, that if that hadn't happened, we would be in a position where there would no longer be that viable option of a Palestinian
But the
state.
Israelis were furious with us. The Americans said that we actually hampered the deal. What was the positive role that we played?
It was the right thing to do, and we will always act as a government in that manner.
Oh my god, that was embarrassing. I mean, imagine being stupid enough to go on TV claiming you played a big role when it's common knowledge you didn't. And as Trevor Phillips said in bits of that, people are accusing you of damaging the peace deal with your pandering recognition of a Palestinian state. Which, of course, anyone with half a brain cell knows was done to pander to Labour's left-wing base, not because they give a shit about Palestine or it being a state. But outside of that, the fact this is a representative of the British government making herself and the country look like a bunch of fucking idiots should be criminal if you ask me. Because first and foremost, we shouldn't be playing any role in foreign bollocks, let alone have idiot politicians bragging about involvement that didn't happen on TV, while our country goes to shit at a rapid rate. But I guess to add injury to that insult, the reason behind Labour's desperation to act like they've played a big role might have something to do with their plans to help in the reconstruction of Gaza, which should send alarm bells ringing when you remember that these clowns are currently sinking the UK into a monetary black hole with their economic incompetence, while still looking for new ways to wank British money on foreign bollocks so they can swing dicks with their fellow corrupt taxpayer money spunking fuckpigs. Because while they claim that this money will come from the City of London and all that crap, you know overseas aid will be funneled over there at record pace, with various government shitweasels likely invested in the right places to benefit from it. I mean, how else will politicians on 80 grand a year become multi-millionaires? It's certainly not through their interview skills, as this clown showed us.
Pandemic